Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament taking place at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Hello, everyone. I am Howard McCain. I will be bringing you the play-by-play action as it happens here. Alongside me is Dave Davenport, our engineer producer, and no, ladies and gentlemen, he is not watching games alongside the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. So we'd like to welcome you into Newport News, Virginia, where tonight the Centurions of Bucks County Community College will be taking on the Apprentice School Builders. This is game 2 of the Great Ships Classic. The first game this afternoon took place between Paul D. Camp Community College. They took on Central International College out of Miami, Florida. And and the final of that first game was 92-55. We're on to game 2 of this tournament now. Keep in mind, with this particular tournament, this is more of a round-robin type of tournament. What is that? That is where each team gets an opportunity to play one another without anyone winning the actual championship of this tournament. So it kind of plays a little bit more like an exhibition, but these games do indeed count for both teams in the win and the loss column. Coming into this afternoon's or this evening's game, rather, for Bucks College Community College, they'll be led on the floor by Farad McLaughlin. This is his second season at the helm for the Centurions. His team currently has a 3-5 overall record, 1-0 in conference play. For the Builders, their new head coach, Michael Gainey Jr., he's in his first season at the helm for the Builders. The Builders coming to this afternoon's contest with an overall record of 3-2. They are yet to start conference play. Builders playing in the New South Athletic Conference. So the starting lineups have been introduced. Both teams will be making their way onto the court momentarily. So once again, we want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to bringing you a fantastic contest this afternoon. Talking to head coach Gainey prior to the tip of this game, I asked him what can we expect from both him and the Centurions. He said there's not a lot of scouting that he was able to do on the Centurions, but what he knows is they play a lot of half-court sets. So not a lot of running out of this basketball team. When you look up and down their roster, folks, they play a lot of small ball. What does that mean? No one on their roster is taller than 6'3". Everyone is 6'3" and shorter on their roster, so that means they'll play a lot of small ball. If you're Coach Gainey, he says he wants to get them out in transition. He wants to run and make this an up and down affair between both of these teams. So we will see which one of these teams can pull the other team out of their game plan and into theirs as we get ready to tip it off. The officials for this afternoon's game are Kendall Ridley, Damon Allen, and William Davis. We'll give you the starting lineups in just a moment as Kelby Saunders Jr. is about ready to tip. Jaquise Heath was also in on the opening tip. And Builders with control of the basketball. The Builders work the perimeter. It's Kyrie Smith with the basketball being guarded. Kyrie Smith all the way to the rack for the easy layup, and the Builders take the early lead 2-0. Kyrie Smith is joined on the floor for the Builders with Donovan Means, Kelby Saunders Jr., Courage Harrell, and Adrian Wall. Bucks on offense now. Bucks work the perimeter, shot clock at 15. Bucks attack the lane. Right-handed runner is off the glass and good for 2 for George Marion. He'll be joined on the floor by Noah Morris as Adrian Wall out in transition. I'm sorry, that's Courage Harrell. And just like Coach Gainey said, they wanted to run, try to get these guys in transition, speed them up a little bit, and get them out of their normal half-court set as the Builders apply a lot of pressure on defense, forces the first turnover of the contest. Deep corner 3. No good. Rebound comes down to the Bucks. Jeremy Henry, along with the basketball right now, is at 3 shot. No good. Long rebound comes off to Kyrie Smith. Smith, same corner, the same result. Shot, no good. Rebound comes off to Ethan Fail. Builders with a rejection. Means attacks, bumped, shot up off the glass, no good. No foul call on Jaquise Heath. Back come the Centurions. Long three-point shot, too strong off the back of the iron. The long rebound is cleared by the Builders. So to reset for the Bucks, Jeremy Henry, Noah Morris, George Marion, Ethan Flail, and Jaquise Heath are your starters for the visitors from Bucks County Community College as we get a foul. That foul call is going to go on George Marion. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. That is a non-shooting foul. So the first substitution of the game is Octavio Alexander, the 6-foot sophomore guard for Bucks County Community College. Of course, these teams are not strangers to one another. They actually played each other earlier in the year, back in February of this year. Builders walked away from that contest with a 90-74 win. Kyrie Smith and Adrian Wall had really good basketball games as Adrian Wall, his jumper, no good. Loose ball, I think, is last touched by the Builders. And it is. So the basketball will travel another 94 feet down to the other end of the court. Well, the Centurions will try to get themselves all knotted up at 4 apiece. Right now, 4-2 Builders. Builders go to a trap. That forces another turnover. Builders running. Wall. Inside to Means. Means. Off the glass. 4-2. Builders with another transition bucket. The Builders continue to apply a lot of pressure on this Centurion offense. Again, they want to speed them up, and that causes and forces another turnover. As another substitution for the Centurions, Yasir Muhammad, the 6'4" junior guard. Builders stay with their original starting five. 6-2 is our score. Saunders stripped. That starts a fast break opportunity for the Centurions. Long outlet. That one is going to be taken away, and we're going to get a foul in the back court. That foul is going to go on Octavio Alexander. That is his first personal foul, the team's second. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament taking place at the Apprentice School Athletic Center here in Newport News, Virginia, on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding. This Means over to Smith. Smith attacking the glass. Lost it on the way up. I think it's going to be last touch by the Centurions, and it was. So the basketball will remain on this end of the floor. 16:44 remaining in the first half. Builders will be back in action tomorrow right here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center at 2 p.m. So don't forget to join us. I think Dave will be done watching football games along with the College Football Playoff Selection Committee by then. And that three by Adrian Wall is up and good. Builders extend their lead 9-2 over the Centurions of Bucks County Community College. The last time these teams played, Adrian Wall scored 18 points. As the dribble penetration inside leads to another turnover as Kelby Saunders poked it away. Builders back with Wall. Wall to Harrell. Harrell, his three. I don't even think that touched the rim. So the rebound comes off to the Centurions. Again, the Centurions want to slow this thing down into the half court just a little bit, as right now their field goal percentage continues to plummet. They've been sitting at 2 points for a really long time in this contest. Still at 9-2. Means, skip pass. Builders work the perimeter. Back to Means. Means along the baseline with the kick to Wall. His three-point shot, nothing but bottom. And the Builders have now extended their lead to double digits as a foul in the backcourt. And ladies and gentlemen, you can count the basket and add the foul. Kyrie Smith with the heads-up play in the backcourt. As that foul is going to go on Octavio Alexander. That is his second personal foul, the team's third. And when we return from this TV timeout, we'll have foul shots. We'll step away. 15-17 remaining in the first half. Builders lead 14-2.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
15-17 remaining in the first half here at Game 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament. As Kyrie Smith will step to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Prior to the timeout, he was fouled on a steal by Octavio Alexander. That is his second personal foul. As Kyrie looks to add his total, he already has 4, and he will remain at 4 points in the contest so far. Adrian Wall is the leading scorer in the contest with 6, as we are going to get a foul. So Wayne Hedgepeth, who's new into the basketball game, he picks up his first personal foul. That's the Builders' first team foul of the first half. As Heath able to get into the lane. Loose ball, rebound comes off to the Centurions. The left-handed runner, no good. Loose ball underneath. Builders control. Smith is in trouble, but he's able to find an outlet. Builders with an opportunity here down the middle of the lane. That layup off the back of the iron, no good. Builders go back inside, but there's going to be a foul. Nope. That will not be a foul, ladies and gentlemen. That will be a 3-second lane violation. Jaden Eason had a smaller player on him underneath, but he stayed in the lane more than 3 seconds. You do know that you have to come out of the lane to start the clock over again, as the Builders are going to pick up a foul here in the forecourt. That is going to go on Donovan Means. That's his first personal foul in the team's second. I think, did they whistle a foul? I didn't see it show up yet. Builders nearly force another turnover. The Centurions have already turned the basketball over 6 times in the first 5.5 minutes of this basketball game. That's a lot of turnovers. So the Builders force a 10-second backcourt violation, so that's another turnover for the Centurions. That'll be their 7th, and they are currently on pace to turn the ball over about 28 times. If they continue to turn the football over at this pace, that's 28 extra possessions you give to your opponent. As Means with the kick out to Wall. Wall launches. 3, no good, but the loose ball rebound comes off to the Builders. Shot up, blocked, but there was a foul. That foul is. Okay, so they whistled Tyler Riddle with a personal foul. That is his first personal foul in the team's 4th. So that'll send Wayne Hedgepeth to the free throw line. He's a freshman guard out of Hampton, and he gets his first points of the evening. And the Builder lead is extended 15-2 over the Centurions, who again have scored a bucket early in the contest as the second of the free throws goes down. The Builders lead now 16-2. Again, Centurions just can't score the basketball as that wild shot hits nothing. Builders, fast break opportunity, and Kyrie Smith with a highlight dunk on the other end, and the Builder lead is up now to 18-2 as they force yet another turnover. Outlet to Smith, but he gets his pocket picked. Here's Riddle. Riddle launches. Shot no good. Long rebound comes off to the Builders. Fast break opportunity with Means. Means Euro step. His pass to the corner. No one home. So that'll be a Builder turnover. As the Centurions send George Marion back onto the floor. And the Builders counter with Chris Hinman. 18-2 was the score. Both basketball teams turning the basketball over. Shot up with the left hand by Ethan Flail is good. Those are his first points of the contest. And the Centurions break their long scoring drought. The Centurions have gone close to 5 minutes without a basket. Means kick to Hinman. Hinman, his three, no good. Rebound comes off to Riddle. Centurions running. The right-hander, no good. Here's Hinman. Hinman. Off to the left side to Hedgepeth. Nothing there, so Builders get it inside. And the loose ball is put back in for two by Wayne Hedgepeth. So Hedgepeth now with 4 in the contest as Heath dishes to Ethan Flail, but Ethan was fouled. That'll be Donovan Means' first personal foul and the team's second. I had Donovan for 2, but they say he's only committed 1 as Ethan Flail misses the first of 2. Montrell Jackson will make his way into the contest along with Noah Morris for the Centurions. So the Centurions can't get bigger. I told you in the pregame that as the second of 2 goes down, the tallest member of their basketball team is 6'3". The shortest member is 5'6". As Hinman gets into the paint, has nowhere to go, but he does get it to Hedgepeth, who somehow muscled it up and over into the basket, and that extends the Builder lead now to 15. 22-5 is our score. Riddle. Shot contested. Shot no good. Rebound by Eason. Hinman. Skip pass to Jackson. His long three-point shot hit the backboard only. Back come the Centurions. Centurions force the action, and they force the foul. That foul is going to go on Wayne Hedgepeth. That'll be his second personal foul, the team's third. And with that stoppage in play, we have a timeout. Media timeout, 11:40 remaining in the first half. Builders with a 17-point lead here at home. I told you that this isn't the first time that these teams have played one another. They have seen each other earlier in the year. That will be the 2023-2024 season. when they last played each other. Builders walked away with a 90-74 win in that contest. Kyrie Smith had 21 points. Adrian Wall poured in 18 as the Builders walked away with a win. That's the one and only time these teams have ever played one another. So Builders looking to build on that legacy, that winning legacy. Even though it's just, one game long, we'll still take it. Prior to that media timeout, foul call was on Wayne Hedgepeth. That'll be his second personal foul in the team's third. So that'll put George Marion at the line, the 6-foot sophomore guard for Bucks County at the line. And he makes the first of two, and he currently has 3 points on the night. As Kyrie Smith and Adrian Wall and Wayne Hedgepeth all have 6 for the Builders as that second of two goes down. So George Marion with 4 points in the contest. He leads all scorers for the Centurions. As the feed goes inside, dangerous pass. But the Builders able to thread the needle to Kelby Saunders Jr., and he lays it off the glass 4-2, and the Builders force another turnover. But the Builders give it right back to the Centurions. Here's Riddle. Feed goes in the corner. That long three off the front of the iron. Fast break opportunity. Builders don't have the numbers, but Donovan Means doesn't care. Donovan Means takes on 3 Centurions, and he lays it off the glass 4-2. 26-7 is our score. As that long three-point try comes off on the rebound, we're going to have a foul, a loose ball foul underneath on Kelby Saunders Jr. That will be his first personal foul, the team's 4th. So Kelby takes himself off of the floor, I think. Well, Kelby took himself off the floor, but they haven't been able to they haven't made the substitution yet. Okay, Kelby makes his way back on. And the first free throw is up and good for Octavio Alexander as both Donovan Means and Kelby Saunders make their way to the bench. The Builders counter with Malik Munnerlin along with Adrian Wall. Alexander makes them both, and Alexander has his first 2 of the contest, 26-9. Builder lead at 17. Munnerlin, Hinman. Plenty of time on the shot clock. As Adrian Wall just launches. When Adrian Wall is in rhythm, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, he can shoot it from anywhere in this gymnasium, and it's going to go in. And he's looking very comfortable with the basketball on offense as the Builders force another turnovers by the Centurions. And on the other end, Chris Hinman able to lay it off the glass with the right hand for 2 as the Builders nearly force another turnover. Munnerlin flying through the air. I think they're going to call the foul. Oh, never mind. They call that on the Centurions. They say that Noah Morris went underneath the Builder basketball player, Munnerlin. So he's going to be whistled for his first personal foul. That's the team's 5th. Wow. We'll take it. 30-9 is our score. Builders almost turn it over. Here's Munnerlin attacking. The right-handed layup, no good. Centurions. Euro step in the paint. Shot blocked. Outlet. Builders off the glass for another easy 2 is Montrell Jackson. Builders with a steal. Adrian Wall nearly made him pay with a 3. That ball last tip after the turnover. Last touch by the Centurions. Davion Riddick seeing his first action tonight for the Builders, but before he is able to log any minutes on the floor, we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Farad McLaughlin. That is his first timeout. That timeout is a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. So the Builders are taking on Bucks County Community College, the Centurions, they are out of Newton, Pennsylvania. Pretty young school, if you want to look at them that way. They were established back in 1964. Now, they have like on and off campus learning. They have about 4,000 plus full-time students, while they also have 5,000 plus part-time students. And one of their notable alumni is Terry Schiavo. Yeah, that Terry Schiavo. If you're not sure, well, you can always Google Terry Schiavo and see, and just kind of read up about the court case that surrounded Terry Schiavo. But Terry Schiavo did attend Bucks County Community College. As we're back in action with Hinman. Feed into the corner, shot clock at 10. Here's Wall. This three. No good. Loose ball tapped around and controlled by Jaquise Heath. So the Centurions have an opportunity to get into double-digit scoring in the contest. We're over halfway done, and with the first half, and they've only scored 9 points. Since that is going to be a travel violation on Jaquise Heath. And for all you young basketball players out there, never, ever, ever leave your feet unless you know exactly where you are going with the basketball. And Jaquise Heath jumped in the air and had no idea where he was going to go. The basketball came down, and he traveled. So Ethan Flail back in for the Centurions. He's one of the starters. Builders go inside to Eason with the kick to the corner. Long skip pass. That one's going to be last touched by the Centurions, so it'll stay on this end. Builders with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to run the offense. As Michael Gainey, head coach, looks on for the Builders. Skip pass. Pass goes to the baseline. Tough shot. Eason there to clean it up with the left hand. Builders 34. Centurions 9. Builders now with a 25-point lead in Game 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament. As Heath loses control, and I think he's going to be called for a travel. Nope. His shoulder fell out of bounds on the loose ball, so that'll be another turnover for the Centurions. Those are mounted up big time in this contest. Builders looking to build on their 25-point lead, 34-9. As Harrell is back in. Skip pass into the corner. Back out top to Wall. Hinman looks, fires, and he hits. 36-9. Builders running away with it so far as that launch from NBA three-point range is George Marion. That's his 7th point of the contest. And the Centurions are now in double digits on the scoreboard at the 7:30 mark of the first half. It's Eason. Dribbled it off of his foot. Bucks with the outlet. That shot partially blocked. Hinman clears the rebound. Hinman, skip pass to the corner. That three is going to go down for Davian Riddick, and he is fouled. So count the bucket and the foul. So we're going to step away. Media timeout, the under 8 media timeout. When we come back, we'll have a single free throw, but we'll do that on the other side. We'll be right back in a moment.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school.
7-11 remaining. Nope, not the convenience store chain. 7-11 is what is on the clock right now in the first half. Builders with a huge lead, 39-12. And before we stepped away, there was a foul. That foul call was on Craig Sturgill, his first personal foul, the team's fifth. That bucket was good for Davion Riddick. Davion Riddick at the line trying to complete the 4-point play, and he does just that. Builders shooting about 63% from the line as a team, about 34% as a team from three, as that one was last touched by the Builders. So the basketball will remain on this end. Heath works the baseline. His shot off the glass, the right-hander up and off the glass, and good. 40-14, long outlet by the Builders. Leads to a kick in the corner to Harrell. That one no good. Rebound comes off and cleared to Riddle. Here's Marion. Marion traveled. So that will be another turnover. Prior to that turnover, the Centurions have committed 16 turnovers in about 15 and a half minutes of play. 16 turnovers in about 15 minutes of play. So that's roughly a turnover per minute so far as the feed goes inside to Harrell. His shot off the glass, no good. Missed it from point-blank range. Leads to a fast break opportunity all the way on the other end. Beautiful finger roll. It's George Marion. George Marion now with 9. He leads all scorers in the contest currently. Feed goes inside, kick to the outside. Just outside the lane, rebound comes off. Right-handed layup by Clifton Good is no good. Back come the Centurions. Wild left-handed shot. Here's Harrell. Builders attack the lane. Scoop, left-hand layup, no good, and now there's going to be a foul underneath. I believe that is going to go on Clifton Good. Clifton Good over the back of the rebounder. That'll be his first personal foul in the team's fifth. Builders with a 24-point lead in this contest. As the Centurions work the perimeter to Heath. Heath hits three-point shot, no good. And as you can see, the Builders are doing exactly what Coach Gainey said they would do. They would really, really press the issue by trying to speed the Centurions up. That leads to a wide open look from three, no good. Loose ball comes off to the Centurions. Outlet to Marion. His shot up and down. So for George Marion, that is his 12th point of the night to lead all scorers in the contest. The feed goes inside to Harrell, has his pocket picked by Marion. Here's Riddle. Missed it. This has been a wild pace in this contest for both teams. I figured as Harrell attacks the baseline, he's going to be fouled. That whistle is going to go on Ethan Flail. That is his first personal foul. That's the team's 7th. So that'll put the Builders in the bonus. So for the rest of the way, they will be shooting the 1-and-1 as the Builders look to make wholesale substitutions here momentarily. As Courage misses the first. So Donovan Means makes his way back onto the floor along with Noah Morris. Kyrie Smith will also enter the contest for the Builders. As the second for Harrell comes out of the cylinder, no good. So the Builder lead will stay at 21. 40-19 is Heath with the basketball. Thought about the give and go. As he forces it with the right hand, the shot is going to go off the glass for two, and that basket is going to count along with the foul. Credit that foul to Clifton Good. That is his second personal foul in the team's 6, so that'll put Jaquise Heath at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. It took them a while to get going, but the Centurions have really picked up the scoring as they are now down by 19, have an opportunity to cut into that deficit just a little bit more if Heath is able to convert at the free throw line. 4:19 remaining in the first half. And that one is good. I'm pretty sure that makes their coach, Farad McLaughlin, happy. Now, I was telling you earlier that actually this is his second year at the helm of the Centurions. They have a 3-5 record, 1-0 in conference play. Interesting thing about their head coach, Farad McLaughlin, he is from West Philadelphia. As that one by Adrian Wall is up and good, that's another three. Yeah, he's from West Philadelphia. From what I understand, he's born and raised. And considering he's a coach here on the playground is where he probably spent most of his days. As that one by Heath, an unlikely shooter for three, makes a basket. And the Centurions aren't going away, ladies and gentlemen. 43-24. There is a plethora of time remaining in this basketball game for the Centurions to mount a comeback. As Heath, ball fake. Able to get inside, shot up and good, and he is fouled again. Jaden Eason is going to be credited with that foul, but we're going to step away and take a timeout, the under 4 media timeout. Builders lead starting to dwindle, 43-26 free throws when we return.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Builders trying to hold to a 17-point lead. They led by as many as 25 in the contest as the Centurions have just mounted a furious comeback. Jaquise Heath on his consecutive three-point opportunity trips down the floor, getting the three-point play the old-fashioned way. But that one hit the rim, and it went all the way over the backboard. I have never seen that before, where a free throw hits the back of the iron and has enough energy to come off the back of the iron and go up and over the back of the backboard. So the Builders will be holding again to a 17-point lead as they work the basketball around the perimeter. Easton attacking the baseline. Inside to Kelby Saunders. And we are going to get a foul underneath. Flail is going to be issued his second foul of the contest, the team's 8th. Builders are already in the bonus. They'll be shooting the 1-and-1. Jaden Eason at the line. He has 2 points. Misses the first of the 1-and-1. So here's Heath. Has the basketball stripped, but they said he was hit. That foul is going to be issued to, they said it's going to be in Kelby Saunders. That'll be a second personal foul in the team's 8th. So Both teams now in the 1-1 with 8 total team fouls as Heath is back at the free throw line again. Last time he was here, he hit the back of the iron just like that. Builders clear the loose ball rebound. Here's Wall. Wall in rhythm, unable to hit. Centurions attack the baseline. Kick outside the three-point arc. Marion, his shot, no good. Builders running. Smith goes straight into the chest of Heath, and I think he's going to draw the foul, and yes, he will. So Jaquez Heath is going to pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 9th. Builders 1 team foul short of being in the double bonus. So that'll send Kyrie Smith to the line. Now, they said he was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll shoot 2. And he misses the front end of the 1-1. Yasir Muhammad back onto the floor for the Centurions. 2:33 remaining in the contest. Smith with another opportunity. And he makes the second of 2. Again, Builders only shoot about 63% as a team. It's not great. Let's be honest. That's not great. But we'll take 1 of 2 as Riddle has his pocket pick. Leads to a fast break opportunity. Means with the give and go to Saunders, but the passing lane interrupted by Marion. Here's Riddle. Riddle. His scoop right-hander is blocked. That block is going to be credited to Jaden Eason. Jeremy Henry makes his way back into the contest. He's a starter. He stands 5'8". As they try to force it inside to Marion, basketball wrestled away. Scrum on the floor. Builders come away with the loose ball. Long outlet to Means, and he is going to be fouled. So Yasir Muhammad is going to be whistled for his first. So that's going to put Donovan Means with 1:57 remaining in the first half. Builders are now in the double bonus. So they'll be shooting 2 for the rest of the first half. Donovan Means looking to add to his point total. He has 4, and it'll stay at 4. Builders are leaving some very valuable points at the free throw line so far. So you ask, well, how do they improve their free throw shooting? One word, practice. As the second one comes off the back of the iron and the loose ball is controlled by the Centurions. That was last tipped by Adrian Wall, so the basketball will remain on this end. As Jeremy Henry looks to inbound right in front of us, throws it in the backcourt. Builders nearly took it away. Here's Flail. Henry. Feed down on the baseline. Beautiful shot off the back of the backboard. Goes in for Yasir Muhammad. His first points of the contest is on the other end. Kyrie Smith comes back and calms things down. Builders now lead by 18 as that outlet is going to be caught, but there's going to be a foul call. That one is going to go on Kelby Saunders. So Kelby Saunders picks up his third. Kelby Saunders picks up his third, so he's going to exit momentarily. And that'll put Yasir Muhammad at the free throw line to shoot. They aren't quite in the one. They aren't in the double bonus yet, so he'll be shooting the 1-and-1. And he misses it. So that's 3 straight misses from the free throw line for the Centurions as the Builders come back and attack on offense. That three-point shot out of the corner is an air ball for Jabari Briquette. As we're going to get a blocking foul. And that's going to be on Kyrie Smith. So that'll be his first personal foul. That'll be the team's 10th. So for the last 103, both teams will be in the double bonus for the remainder of the first half. I'm sorry, I called him Brackett. It's actually Jabari Brackett. He's the freshman guard out of Chesapeake who comes in for Kelby Saunders, who missed that three just a moment ago. That is 4 consecutive misses from the free throw line for the Centurions. And if they make their free throws, that scoreboard looks a whole heck of a lot different for Coach McLaughlin and his Centurions. As the Bucks County Community College Centurions break that long scoring drought from the free throw line. Lead down for the Builders to 17 as the kick goes inside Builders with another turnover. Builders not valuing the basketball on that possession. That's their 8th turnover of the contest, and that three by Jaquise Heath, that is his 3rd three-point make of the first half, and they've cut the Builder lead from 25 all the way down to 14 as we're now under 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Means kicks to the corner, out to Wall. Wall resets, top of the key, three-point shot, bottom of the net. And that pushes the Builder lead back up to 17 as we're now down to 10 seconds remaining. Marion with the basketball gives it off to Heath. Game clock under 5. Heath fires. His shot no good. Rebound comes off to Wall. If Wall launches, that is good if it goes, and it doesn't. An entertaining first half as the Centurions mount a furious comeback. They're down 17 after finding themselves down by as many as 25 in the first half. Builders take a huge lead into the halftime locker room here. Game 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic Men's Basketball Tournament. We'll step away. We'll see you back with second half action and first half stats. We're about a couple of minutes away from resuming second half action of game number 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic Men's Basketball Tournament at the Apprentice School Athletic Center here in Newport News, Virginia. So glad you could come back with us as we look at, well, right before we start second half action, let's look at some of the first half stats for the visiting Centurions of Bucks County Community College. Their leading scorer tonight right now was Jaquise Heath. He has 13 points on 2 of 3 shooting from three-point land, followed by 11 points from George Marion. He has 11 points on 4 of 9 shooting for the Centurions. For the Builders, Adrian Wall leads all scorers in the contest with 14 off of 5 of 10 shooting. He's 4 of 8 from three-point land, while Kyrie Smith is the second leading scorer for the Builders. He has 9 points off of 4 of 5 shooting. He's yet to attempt a three-point shot for the team. Builders are shooting 46.5% from the field, 27.8% from three-point land. For the visiting Centurions, they're shooting 36.7% from the field, 36.4% from three. In all of your other statistical categories, the Builders are just running away with it when it comes to points in the paint, points off of turnovers, second chance points, fast break points. The Builders just have a huge lead in all of those statistical categories. Builders led by as many as 28 in the first half. So as we get ready to inbound to begin the second half, Builders lead right now was at 17. So the Centurions fought extremely hard from the midway point on in the first half. Can they continue that trend as we get ready to inbound here in the second half as Marion inbounds to Henry? Second half is underway. Teams switch ends of the court as Heath nearly has it stolen. Feeds it inside to Marion. His runner is no good. Builders unable to handle the loose ball. So the basketball will stay on this end of the court as Heath goes inside against Saunders. His right-hander, no good. Builders off and running. Smith. Skip pass over to Saunders. Saunders doesn't try a bunch of those as Kyrie Smith is underneath to lay it off the glass for 2, and the Builder lead is up to 19. Feed goes inside to Flail. He misses. Rebound comes off to Harrell. We're going to have a loose ball foul in the backcourt on Heath as Heath makes his way over to the sideline. He hurt himself. He's going to be taken off the floor. Octavio Alexander is going to make his way into the basketball game as Heath, who's a much taller player, is substituted by the 6-foot sophomore Octavio Alexander. So their lineup goes small again. Feed goes inside to Saunders. Saunders, late whistle, and I think they're going to finally call the foul, and they do. That foul call is going to go on Noah Morris. That is his first personal foul and the team's first of the second half. So that'll still send Kelby Saunders to the line to shoot 2. Kelby Saunders with 2 points in the contest, make it 3. The Builder lead is quickly pushed up to 20. Centurions yet to score in the half, but we're less than a minute into it, so that's understandable as the Builder lead is now up to 21. Centurions made a run at the scoreboard and that deficit to head into the halftime locker room as this launch from 3. Long rebound comes off to the Builders. Smith. Just a beautiful move by Smith to set up the defender. Catch him flat-footed. He just goes around him and lays it high off the glass for 2. And the Builder lead is now up to 23. As Marion, his wild shot, no good. Smith to Harrell. His shot was blocked. but last touch by a Centurion. So, of course, the basketball will stay on this end. Saunders with the feed inside. And the basketball was just simply taken away. Centurions off and running. Shot blocked by the rim. And that leads to a fast break opportunity for Good, who I believe was fouled, but no foul call. Oh, they did. I'm sorry. They did call the foul. So that's going to be on Ethan Flail. That'll be his third personal foul. That'll be the team's second. So Donovan Means fouled in the act of shooting, so he will go to the line to shoot two. Donovan looking to add to his 4-point total. And he does. He now has 5 in the basketball game. As Yasir Muhammad makes his way back onto the floor. Yasir, 2 points in the first half. Donovan Mean makes them both, and the Builder lead is back up to 25, and the Builder's going to steal. This one goes to Kelby Saunders, and he is there's a safe travel. So the basketball will go over to the Centurions, who committed 18 turnovers in the first half. Builders committed 9. Nearly another turnover. So right now the Centurions are on pace to turn the basketball over 36 times. Marion. Basketball comes back to Henry. Air ball. Who was it last touched by, though? I believe it was last touched by the Builders. So the basketball will stay on this end of the court. 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Henry gets it in. Here's Alexander. Builders poke it away, but unable to get the fast break opportunity started. Shot clock does not reset. 11 seconds remaining. It's Marion being guarded by Wall. Here's Alexander. He launches. Loose ball comes off to Kelby Saunders. Here's Smith. Smith is going to be, there's going to be a foul call whistle. So Jeremy Henry will pick up his first personal foul, the team's 4th. Builders were inbound. Here's Wall. Soft right-hander. Good. So the Builder lead is up to 27. As that 3 from the corner goes down. Noah Morris. That's his first bucket of the game. That's a big one because that kind of stops the bleeding. But not for long as Adrian Wall comes back and hits him with a 3-point bucket out of the corner. And the Builder lead is back up to 27. We are going to have a jump ball situation as both Alexander and Wall come down with the rebound. So the jump ball situation, of course, in college is different than it is in the pros. They will not both jump it up. Possession arrow is in favor or is used instead in college basketball. So the possession arrow is in favor of the Builders. So we come back to this end. As Courage misses. His loose ball rebound is picked up by Wall. Skip pass to Kyrie. Kyrie launches. Builders 3 opportunities to score the basketball, and they come away with nothing. Loose ball on the floor. Both teams had an opportunity. Who has it? As we have an absolute pile of humanity on the floor. And I'm still waiting to see what the whistle is. They're going to say a jump ball, which means the possession arrow is in favor of the Centurions. So the basketball will go down to the opposite end of the court. That's good hustle by both teams to just not give up on the basketball.
Substitution into the game for the Centurions, number 24, Jaquise Heath.
Jaquise Heath will make his way back into contest. So 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Now, in order to not get a backcourt violation, they have to get this ball over the midcourt stripe in 1 second, which means they have got to inbound this all the way to midcourt to get it in time to avoid the 10-second violation. Oh, never mind. All of that goes for naught as they just reset the shot clock, which is kind of strange. There wasn't a change of possession. But as it goes, the Centurions would get it over the timeline with plenty of time to spare, as that shot is going to be blocked by the rim again, and they're going to call a foul on Courage Harrell. That will be his first personal foul, the team's first. So that will send Jeremy Henry to the line. He'll shoot 2. As a team, the Centurions are only shooting about 67.5% from the free throw line as they look to try to cut into this 27-point lead that the Builders have amassed. First of 2 is no good for Henry. Henry misses them both. Builders with an opportunity. Here's Harrell, and he is going to be fouled. So that one is going to go on. Oh, they said 24. I thought that was 13. So that will be on Jaquise Heath. That'll be his second, the team's 5th. And that'll put Courage Harrell at the line to shoot 2. And the first of 2 is good. As Tyler Riddle comes back onto the floor for the Centurions. 16:05 remaining. Game 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament taking place at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Builders with a commanding lead over the Centurions from Bucks County Community College. As that corner 3 from Heath is short. And it actually hit the side of the rim and hit the shot clock, so that is out of bounds. So it will be Builder basketball will return. Immediate timeout, under 16. Builders lead commandingly, 64-35.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Lead by the Builders at the 15:52 mark of the second half of game number 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament. We are so happy you could join us. Builders will be back in action tomorrow at 2 p.m. as they will take on the Hurricanes of Paul D. Camp Community College, who were victorious in game number 1 of today's tournament by a score of 92-55 over the Cardinals of Central International. So Bucks Community College will take on Central International, and the Builders will take on Paul D. Camp Community College. Should be a good one as the Builders look to inbound and try to add to this 19-point lead. Smith being guarded by Marion. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Skip pass goes to Wall. Wall launches. His 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. So Adrian Wall adds to his point total. He now has 22 in the basketball game, and the Centurions turn it over again. Centurions now with 20 turnovers in the basketball game. As that launch from 3, short for Donovan Means. And any coach on any level of basketball will tell you when you turn the basketball over now 21 times in the contest, it is going to be nearly impossible to win. As Smith controls the basketball. Smith finds Means. Means able to knife through the defense. Wet spot on the floor, and he's going to be called for a travel. I hope that looked worse than it actually was. He went to go plant, and his foot just kept going. Now, I don't know if there's a wet spot there or if he just did not get his foot down and he went down. But they're going to take a look at him on the baseline as the Builders have now a 22-point lead in this basketball game as Donovan Means makes his way to his feet. With a slight limp, but he's able to not just get up and walk off the floor, he's able to lightly jog, so that's a good sign. So Chris Hinman will make his way into the basketball game for Donovan Means, and they'll get a closer look at him over here on the sideline, the training staff will. So no foul call there. They're going to call a traveling violation. So that's a turnover for the Builders. That is the Builders' 12th turnover of the contest is the Centurions. Able to get it over the midcourt stripe. Long three-point shot misses. Builders with an opportunity to run. Smith, acrobatic layup off of the backboard is good. And the Builder lead now was 24, and the Builders foul. So if you're Coach Michael Gainey, the last thing you want to have happen is for the clock to get stopped as Harrell is going to pick up his second. That'll be the team's second of the half. 14:28 left. You want to get that 14:28 off the clock as fast as you can. You want to try to shorten this basketball game against the Builders and just get out of here. As I think we're going to get a whistle. So Courage Harrell picks up his third personal foul, the team's third. As the Builders will quickly sub. Courage will make his way to the bench as Jaden Eason will make his way onto the floor. Jaden Eason, the forward, the senior forward out of Chesapeake. Marion, his shot, no good. Last touch, they said, by Adrian Wall. So the basketball will stay on this end of the court. 14:24 remaining in the basketball game. Here's Marion. Tried to get it over on the skip pass to Tyler Riddle. Builders able to get a foot on it. Knock it out of bounds. Here's Heath. He's already hit a couple of threes as he launches. A couple just turned to three as Heath. I mean, just money from the three-point line. He's shooting it well. We're going to get a timeout from McLaughlin. Nope, tell you what, this is a media timeout, full timeout. Builders with a 21-point lead will step away. We'll be back.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Adrian Harrell with 22 points, 8 of 14 shooting from the field, 6 of 10 shooting from the three-point line for Heath. Heath has 16 points. He is 3 of 5 shooting from three-point land. As the Builders with a 21-point lead. Builders have led by as many as 28 in the ball game. Nope, I take it back. Builders have led by as many as 34 in the basketball games. We have a quick clock with the issue with the clock. We're going to get that ironed out. So we are good to go as Adrian Wall sets to inbound to Smith. Smith attacking the basket with the left hand, and the runner is good. So the Builders now with a 32-point lead in the game. Centurions with a kick behind the arc. That one goes down for Noah Morris. Noah Morris. Noah Morris now has 6. As Hinman gets it over to Wall. Smith trying to get it inside to Eason. Eason, long skip pass to the corner for 3. That one no good by Hinman. Loose ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Builders. Here's Marion to Heath. Heath has already hit there once, doesn't hit there twice. Heath already has 3 3-pointers in the contest. As Alexander attacks the rim with the right hand, and the layup is good. 71-43 Builders. In complete control in this one as Hinman is trapped. Builders slow it down just a bit as Hinman controls the basketball with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Wall from 3. No good, but the rebound was fought for. It looked like there were 2 Bucks there, and neither one of them touched the basketball? Interesting. So the possession goes over to the Bucks. The Bucks launch from 3, shot no good. Loose ball tapped around and controlled by the Builders. Here's Smith. Saunders. Feed goes inside to Eason. Eason being guarded by Heath, but Eason wins that matchup as he's able to get the left-handed hook to go over the top of Heath. And the Builder lead is now 30. Heath, a little bit out of control, but they're going to say Jaden Eason helped him to the floor. And Eason is going to be whistled for the foul. So for Jaden Eason, his second personal foul, the team's 4th, and we're going to have a timeout. The under 12 media timeout. Builders with a 30-point lead. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
The Centurions have committed 21 total turnovers as a team in this contest. So if you think if the Builders are able to convert half of those into points, so half of 21, of course, is an odd number. So let's say the Builders convert 10 of those. That's 20 points. Right now, the Centurions are down by 30. So the points off turnover, as Heath misses the first, so far, points off turnovers, the Builders have 17. That, to me, has been a huge part of this contest. It has given the Builders so many extra opportunities to score the basketball, and they've actually scored a fair amount of points off of those turnovers. So 21 turnovers, 17 points. Any coach at any level of basketball will tell you that it's hard to win, and also hard to win when you allow Kelby Saunders into the lane with a dunk. And that pushes the Builder lead up to 32. Shot clock now at 15. Alexander with a lot of dribbling just to have the basketball stripped by Hinman. Builders with an opportunity. Skip pass to Adrian Wall, who catches it, not in rhythm, but boy, that stroke didn't matter. That stroke said, you know what, I don't care if I catch the basketball in rhythm or not. This thing is going in, and the Builder lead is now up to 35. That is now the largest lead of the contest for the Builders as that skip pass goes to Marion. He launches from 3 and hits. So that knocks the Builder lead from 35 to 32. 10.5 minutes remaining in the basketball game. Saunders. Wall. Loses it. Here's Heath. Heath nearly lost it himself. Basketball bounced really high. I think that caused him to catch it and shoot it out of rhythm, and he shoots an air ball. Octavio Alexander back onto the floor. As Hinman controls the basketball. Here's Wall. Eason attacking the baseline. Scoop layup underneath the basket. Is off the glass and good for 2. Builder lead back up to 34. As that launch by Alexander hits the back of the rim from 3, no good. Here comes Wall. Hinman. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Wall off of a screen, launches. I think they say he was going to be fouled. If it is, he's going to shoot 3. As that foul call is going to be on George Marion. That's his second personal foul and the team's 6th. So that puts Marion Wall at the line to shoot 3. Clock is now stopped. 9:32 remaining in the basketball game. Builders with a 34-point lead. They've led by as many as 35, and they've now matched their largest lead of the game at 35. Adrian Wall leading all scorers. He has 26 on the night. Make it 27. As Wayne Hedgeman makes his way into the ball game along with Al Corsino. We'll see his first action, the 5'10" sophomore guard for the Centurions. And the third one by Adrian Wall is good. So 82-46 is the score. Builders with a 36-point lead, make it 33 as Noah Morris, say that fast 3 times, hits the 3. It's Hinman on the attack. Wanted to dunk it, lost the basketball on the way out. Up the long outlet from Heath, is gathered and scored by the Centurions. Al Corsino gets his first 2 of the evening. And the Builders back on offense. 31-point lead. Smith. Scoop layup is good. So 84-51 as the pace has really picked up. We saw this happen midway through the first half as both teams were crazy with the pace of the game, and they kind of picked that back up again. 84-53 now. Smith launches. His shot, good from 3. So 87-53, Builders now with a 34-point lead yet again. Alexander unable to get inside. That is going to be short from Morris. So the shot clock does reset. Here's Alexander, and his shot comes off the side of the rim, no good. So he will shoot 2. That call is going to be on Hedgeman, and that's going to take us into a media timeout. The under 8 media timeout. When they take a timeout, we'll take one with them. Builders lead 87-53. We'll be back.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Under 8 minutes remaining in game number 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic men's basketball tournament. Taking place right here at Newport News, Virginia, on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding. We are in the Apprentice School Athletic Center, and we have had a good one. This one has been fun. Builders only averaging about 76 points a game. They've already put up 87. And we still have almost 8 minutes remaining in the contest. Octavio Alexander, the 6-foot sophomore guard, is at the line to shoot 2 for the Centurions. I'm not sure why we have this long stoppage in play. Here we go. Alexander hits. He now has 3 points in the game. 87-54. Builders with a huge lead as the second of 2 is missed. Outlet goes to Hinman. Builders pressured in the backcourt is Hedgepeth. And the Builders able to break the press with plenty of time remaining on the shot clock as Hinman gets it over to Eason, who has the ball taken away. Here's Alexander. Tries to split the defense. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Adrian Wall. So it'll be Centurion basketball. Builders with a 33-point lead. Here's Marion. Alexander with the basketball. Looks. Tries to get inside. He's bumped by Hedgepeth. Hedgepeth contested the shot, but instead he actually got a hold of the arm. So that's going to go on Hedgepeth. That'll be his 4th personal foul, and that'll be the team's 6th team foul. Builders 1 shy of being in the bonus as Alexander gets that one to go this time. Last time at the line, he missed the second of 2. Courage Harrell will make his way into the ball game.
Also into the game for the Builders, number 12, Montreal Jackson. For the Centurions, number 3, Craig Starkey.
Craig Stargell will make his way onto the basketball surface for the Centurions, and Montreal Jackson also comes in for the Builders as Kyrie Smith, able to break the press with Courage Harrell, has the basketball stripped. They're going to say it bounced on the baseline. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching the Georgia-Texas football game at the same time. We shouldn't be doing that, but there's a stoppage right now on the court, so we're able to take a look at the game to try to see if this upcoming field goal is going to be good by the Texas Longhorns to try to force overtime as the basketball goes inside to Courage Harrell, and he lays it off the glass for 2. Courage now that's his first basket of the game. Heath loses it, gets it poked away. On the other end, there's going to be a foul call. Jaden Eason will go to the line to shoot 2. They're going to whistle Jaquise Heath for is that his 4th? No, that is his 3rd. That'll be the team's 7th, so the Builders are now in the 1-and-1, but Eason was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll shoot 2, looking to add to his 6-point total. That one is going to come up short. 6:41 left. Builders with a 34-point lead. They've led again by as many as 36 in this basketball game. And the second of 2 by Eason is good. So the Builders now with a 35-point lead, 90-55, as the Centurions turn it over. That is now their 22nd turnover of the contest as Smith goes flying through the air with the greatest of ease for 2. 92-55. Builders now with their largest lead, 37 of the game tonight. As Marion able to split the defense and finish off the glass with the left hand. 92-57, we're just now under 6 remaining. As that inlet pass to Eason is tapped out of bounds by Heath. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Michael Gainey. That'll be his first team timeout. That is going to be a full timeout, and we will step away with him. 92-57 is our score. We'll be back with the remainder of the second half.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
5:54 remaining in game number 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic Men's Basketball Tournament. Once again, we are thrilled that you've joined myself, Dave Davenport, and his dad is here with us. His dad is working the cameras for us. this evening, so we definitely appreciate him. Listen, he does that for our football games as well, so this is definitely a family affair as the left-hander by Eason, no good. Loose ball controlled by Alexander. Alexander decided to take on Eason, nothing doing. Outlet to Jackson. Jackson, wild shot off the glass is up and good, and he is fouled. So count the basket, add the foul. So Octavio Alexander will pick up the foul. That'll be the 8th team foul as Ethan Flail makes his way into the contest for the visiting Centurions, and that will put Montrell Jackson at the line to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way with the and one. Builders looking to add to their 36-point lead. And he misses. I think it's going to be a loose ball foul, and it will be Adrian Wall. Bit of a cheap foul right there. That's his first personal foul. That's the team's 7th. So that will walk Ethan Flail all the way down to the other end of the court where he will shoot the 1-and-1, the 6'3" sophomore guard for the Centurions. And the first is up and good. Is it pronounced Centurions or Centurions? Is it Centurions? I don't like that. I like Centurions. Well, while they're here in this gymnasium, they will be referred to as the Centurions. As Wall, step back three, nothing. I'm telling you, when he feels it, it is a beautiful thing to watch. And, boy, his three-point stroke is really, really smooth, 97-59. Builders now with a 38-point lead with an opportunity to go up by 40. Here's Smith with the finish with the left hand on the other end, and the Builders are now up 40 at the 5-minute mark of the second half. 1 point away from breaking the century mark as that three is missed. Builders outlet to Smith. Builders turn it over. Lazy pass that time by Smith as Heath steps in. Heath hasn't hit a three in a while. Morris misses. Basketball is going to remain on this end of the court as substitutions will come in. Davion Riddick and Malik Munnerlin onto the floor for the Builders. Flail looking to inbound, and we're going to have a whistle. So all of a sudden, things have come to a screeching halt as they're going to give that foul to Montrell Jackson, his first. That's the team's 8th. So at the line shooting the 1-and-1 is George Marion. He makes the first one. That is his 20th point of the evening. A lot of whistles here in the last few minutes have really slowed this basketball game way down as Marion hits the second of two. Builders looking for their 100th point. Won't get it on this trip. And we're going to get a whistle. Is this going to be a foul? Yep. That one is going to go on Malik Munnerlin. That'll be his 9th foul. So that will take us down to the other end of the floor where foul shots will be upcoming for George Marion, who was just 1 of 2 from the free throw line a moment ago. Literally like 30 seconds ago. So again, the pace of the, you know what, take it back about 20 seconds ago, sorry. So the pace of play has slowed down tremendously. A lot of whistles here down the stretch. And if you're Coach Michael Gainey of the Builders, man, you just want to get this one over with, as the second of two by Marion is good. So here we go, Builders trying to crack the century mark on the scoreboard. And we're going to get a whistle. That one is going to be on Jaden Eason. His third, and that's the team's 10th. So that will now put the visiting Centurions in the double bonus for the next 4:07 as Yasir Muhammad comes into the basketball game. And the Builders leading by 36. Here's Marion. Flail. Able to shake loose, but his three-point shot no good. Munnerlyn with the rebound. Builders continue to attack. Steele sitting at 99. Feed goes inside to Munnerlyn. Air ball. Still nothing doing. Builders unable to score, but we're going to get a foul in the midst of all that chaos. That foul is going to go on Craig Stargell, his second, the team's 9th, and we're going to have a timeout. Under 4 media timeout, 3:35 remaining. Builders, when we get back, try to score 100.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Builders have outscored the Centurions by 28 in the paint. Builders have scored 48 points in the paint. The Centurions have scored 20. Good gracious. Fast break points, Builders with 23. The Centurions with 4. Points off turnovers, Builders with 22. Centurions 8. Bench points, Builders with 25. The Centurions with 10. So here's Courage Harrell. At the line to shoot 2, he misses the first of 2. So the Builders will remain at 99. Let's see what happens if he hits. And he doesn't. So the Builders trying their best to crack that 100-point mark in the contest. I think that'll be their first time this season, I believe, is that long three-point shot misses everything for Yasir Muhammad. So be Builder basketball as Jabari Brackett makes his way into the contest. Once again, Builders trying to go over 100 in this contest with this next possession. The previous 2, they came away fruitless as that feed goes inside, back outside. And the Builders are going to turn it over as Jabari stepped out of bounds. So the scoreboard will stay at 99. 3:09 remaining in the basketball game. Here comes Flail. To Morris. Morris shoots. That three-point attempt no good. Here comes Munnerlyn. Nice move, but nothing doing as the ball is tapped around underneath. Wild shot by the Builders. Again, nothing doing. Morris clears the rebound. We're going to get a foul call. That one is going to go on Davion Riddick. That'll be his first personal foul, and the Builders have already put. So the Builders over the limit, so that will put Morris at the line. He'll be shooting 2, clock stop, 2:42. Builders with a 36-point lead. Builders still sitting on 99 points in the game as Morris hits the first of 2.
Checking in for the Centurions, number 10, Roberto Maldonado.
So Roberto Maldonado gets his first action for the Centurions as the second by Morris is missed. Rebound cleared by Montrell Jackson. Just over 2.5 left in tonight's basketball game as that launch from a long 3 is a complete air ball as Davion Riddick tried to be the hero to get the Builders over 100. Nothing doing. Here's Morris. Morris once again. Morris pulls. His shot goes in, and we're going to get a timeout. Timeout taken by Farad McLaughlin. I think this may be a full timeout. 2:14 remaining in the basketball game. Full timeout. So we will step away for a moment. Builders with a 33-point lead, 99-66 over the Centurions.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
2:14 remaining in game number 2 of the 2024 Great Ships Classic Men's Basketball Tournament. As the Builders up by 33, 99-66 over the Centurions of Bucks County Community College as this feed goes down low. Shot up off the glass and good for Jabari Brackett. And the Builders now have cracked the century mark. 101-66 as Morris turns it over. Builders still attacking even though they're up by a lot in this basketball game as Montrell Jackson hits a 3. That builds a Builder lead up 104-66, 90 seconds remaining in the basketball game. As Muhammad gets it over to Henry. Muhammad thought about forcing it. Gave it off to Maldonado, who is going to be fouled. And if you are Coach Michael Gainey, the last thing you want to see is the Builders committing a foul in this basketball game with just over a minute remaining. Jabari Brackett is going to pick up his first.
At the line shooting 2 shots, Roberto Maldonado.
Maldonado will shoot 2 with 1:10 remaining. And Maldonado, who just came on the floor a few seconds ago, remains scoreless. He'll get another opportunity here. And the second of 2 is good. His first point of the evening, 104-67. Shade over a minute left as the Centurions lose Jabari Brackett underneath. He picks up his second basket as we're now under a minute remaining in tonight's basketball game. Builders 106-67 as we're going to get a whistle. Builders are up by 39 points. And for some reason, the Builders continue to foul. So that will put George Marion back at the free throw line. Clock stopped, 51.6 seconds left. Morris looking to add to his 26 in the basketball game. And he does so, 27 for him. He's the second leading scorer in the basketball game. Adrian Wall leads all scorers with 30. And Morris hits them both. Morris now with 27. Less than a minute left. It's Riddick. Gets it back to Jackson. Jackson continues to shoot. Outlet goes to Morris. We're now down to 34 seconds. Morris attacks the basket with the left hand, and they're going to call Brackett with the foul. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I saw absolutely no contact on that drive to the basket. Wow. As a matter of fact, Jabari Brackett fell away from the shooter, but the officials did not see it that way. As Morris hits them both. So the Builders cannot run out the game with this last possession. 30-second shot clock, 31 seconds on the game clock. And we're going to get a foul. That foul is going to go on Craig Stargell. So that'll be his second. That'll put the Builders in the double bonus. So that will put Riddick at the line to shoot 22.6 remaining. And the first of two is good. And the second of two is good. So 108-71, 22.6 remaining. As the Builders can actually, on this turnover, just hold the basketball, which they don't do, I don't think, is, yep, they're going to do it. So Brackett is going to hold it for the last 6 seconds. He gets it over to Riddick, and that is how the basketball game will end. Builders with a 108-71 victory over Farad McLaughlin and his Centurions from Bucks County Community College. Bucks County will end this contest with close to 30 turnovers in the contest, and everyone knows that there is no way you can win a basketball game when you turn the ball over 30 times. So the Builders will be right back here in action tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. to take on the Hurricanes of Paul D. Camp Community College, and that's when you hear from me, and also you'll see the gorgeous Dave Davenport alongside me as well. So we're going to step away, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. For Dave Davenport, I am Howard McCain. We're going to say so long. We'll see you tomorrow night when the Builders will be back in action at 2 p.m. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, this is Builder Basketball.